Welcome to this video in which I will be talking about my second campaign, which is the Learn the Law of Attraction campaign. And this is a campaign that is being directed to the global TI community and not just the UK community. So the reason why I would really love people to watch this video is because the most important global campaign that I'm running, the prayer campaign, that the law of attraction is what makes the prayer campaign work. So when you pray, you activate the law of attraction. So it's really important that people understand about the law of attraction and understand how to manifest their reality, i.e. our freedom as TIs, much more quickly, because without that, we will take potentially 5 to 10 times as long, literally, if we don't know how to attract our realities using the law of attraction and using prayer, which uses the law of attraction. When you use prayer, when you pray, the law of attraction is activated. The law of attraction is the natural law which allows that prayer to bring your reality into manifestation. So this campaign is incredibly important to really educate the community about the law of attraction, which is the number one thing that anyone in this community could learn to help not just manifest their own freedom, but manifest the freedom for all TIs across the world globally. So really, really important, this. I can't emphasize enough just how important this is and how this is the number one skill, bar none, for manifesting our freedom, for helping us towards our freedom. The point I'm trying to make is, why beat our heads against the wall, and not get the results in the TI community, which is effectively what's been happening. We haven't had much results really, or nothing to really get us excited. This is going to stop. I know that there's some very encouraging things, about Havana syndrome and that, but we need the real good stuff. The connection to this happening to civilians. So why beat our heads against the wall? When this information is available, when we can learn about the law of attraction and manifest our reality 10 times as quick, 5 times as quick, 6 times as quick, 8 times as quick, 10 times as quick. There's no set amount, but we can manifest just so much more quickly, even if it's just 2 to 3 times, more efficiently. That is incredible. So let's really use this. Let's learn about this in the community, and let's share this information in the community. And that puts us on an equal playing field where we can really start to bring our energy up collectively to the point where it's greater than the energy of our oppressors, of the perpetrators. And that's when we'll manifest our freedom, when we create so much thought energy via prayer with the law of attraction, that eventually we manifest our reality because it's greater than the energy that's being used to oppress us from the perpetrators. I've talked about all of this in a couple of my other videos, about the law of attraction, my personal development series program, and in the prayer campaign video, which I did prior to this one. So I'm not really going to go into the how to use prayer and the law of attraction in this video. I'm just simply going to list some of the benefits. So the benefits are simply that, you can manifest whatever you want. If you can conceive it, you can achieve it. If you can hold it in here for long enough, you will attract that reality. Everything is energy. We're energy. Our minds are energy. Thoughts are energy, and we attract that like energy in around us into our reality from holding what we want in here. So we as TIs really need to hold freedom collectively in our minds throughout the day. We need to use the prayer for the prayer campaign, the recommended times, and just pray whenever we can. And we need to say affirmations throughout the day, like I'm free. I'm free from electronic monitoring harassment. I'm free from electronic monitoring harassment. I'm free. I'm free. Thank you for my freedom. Thank you for my freedom. Thank you for my freedom, universe. Whatever word you want to use, whatever word you want to say, they're just some examples of how you can manifest your reality using the law of attraction throughout the day. Whenever you have a spare moment, pray, do a visualization, do affirmations. It's all the same thing. It's all just the law of attraction. It's the idea that your thoughts and your emotions become things. It's not just about taking action. Our actions lack power when they're not backed up by the thoughts, the positive thoughts on what we want, and the positive emotions. When we've not prayed before, our actions lack power. When we've not held it in our mind before, our actions lack power. When we've not used our emotions as the fuel to our thoughts to help manifest our reality before we've taken action, then our actions lack power. So this is why we should always pray for TI's freedom and for our freedom. We should pray to be healthy, to be happy, to be peaceful individuals, because this will manifest our reality and also make the journey so much more easy for us before we manifest our freedom. So we need to use the law of attraction, because this is the way the universe works. You know, whether we understand it or not, whether we believe it or not, our thoughts, our emotions create our reality alongside our action. Not just action, our thoughts and our emotions create our reality. They will attract our reality via what we hold in our thoughts and our emotions. So whether we believe it or not, it's working. So we may as well bring that into our conscious awareness and use that information to become more aware of when we're thinking negative thoughts and when we're thinking that we're never going to get through this, to changing that really quickly, changing them thoughts really quickly, to instead focusing on what we want, which is freedom. And when we continuously focus on what we want, which is freedom, we will manifest that quicker as a community. But first we need to be much more aware of all the negative thoughts, of all the thoughts saying we can't do it, that we're screwed with this, with that. And we need to change them rapidly and get used to changing them quicker and quicker, and then instead focusing on what we want, which is freedom, peace, happiness, you know, the end to these weapon assaults globally. We need to focus on that and keep focusing on what we want. And that's as simple as just changing the image you see in your mind, you know, changing that negative thought to an affirmation of I am free, I am free, I am free, we are free, we are free, we are free, or whatever works for you. So yeah, the other reasons we need to use this is because it's quicker, it's more effective, it's more efficient, it's the way that reality works. I've listed a lot of these reasons in my previous videos, so please go back and have a look. The main purpose of this video is to really just to point you towards my campaigns tab, in which one of my campaigns is the Law of Attraction campaign. And in this in this campaign, I put down lots of helpful audiobooks that teach about the Law of Attraction. In fact, some of the best ones that have ever been written are in that section. And this is to give people lots of different resources and lots of different options for learning about the Law of Attraction. I've recommended 2 audiobooks that people listen to. One's called The Secret and one's called Think and Grow Rich. And I recommend at the very least that people watch both of these audiobooks and then decide, choose one of them to stick with, to master, and keep watching that over and over again, keep listening to it over and over again, and really master all the principles in that one audiobook until you are attracting your reality in the way that you want to, until you are getting fantastic results. So that would be my basic recommendation. However, if you want to listen to the 7 or 8 other audiobooks that are in there, many of them are classics in the field and some of the original ones ever written. If you want to really master it, then I recommend listening to these, all of these, over time. So whenever you've got a free minute, maybe you're having your dinner or you're making your dinner, you know, instead of watching TV, listen to this. or whenever you're getting up in the morning, put that on in the background so it's seeping into your unconscious mind, and it's helping you understand things as you go, so you're not wasting time. I also recommend really just sitting down and watching it with full focus and attention, but you can also listen to it in the background. I would say though that the listening into the background thing is better once you've already listened to it all the way through and given it your full focus and attention, because then you'll still be able to pick up bits and bobs, but you won't miss the whole thrust of what it's trying to say. You'll still understand it properly because you've heard it before. But the point of what I'm trying to say is we have multiple moments throughout our day when we can listen to this stuff and make the best use of our time, without sometimes even having to go out our way to sit down and listen to it. We can just listen to it in the background. But like I said before, this does need our full focus, especially when we're first starting to listen to programs for the first time. So it's really worth bearing that in mind. That is going to be a necessary step for most people, to really sit down and pay attention the first time they're listening through to something. But at the end of the day, obviously you decide what you're going to do. These are just recommendations. So my personal favourite is Think and Grow Rich, and that would be the book that I would recommend the most out of all of them. But I also like the Tony Robbins stuff. He's considered the best life coach in the world, and I put a program down there by Tony Robbins, which I really recommend. His is very practical, it's not, so esoterically based. Some people who've maybe never approached the subject of the law of attraction may find his stuff more approachable, because it's very sort of practical, and there's lots of very practical strategies and ideas, of how you can set your goals, how you can change your beliefs. But others may enjoy books that are more esoteric and based, like The Secret, and then there are books on visualization like the Master Key System, which is also an excellent book. There are very simple books like As a Man Thinketh, which you can read in next to no time. So there's a bit of everything there, and if you go through them all, and just listen to these as you're, making your dinner and eating your dinner, and when you have the time, you can quickly get through these and learn a lot of these key concepts and really master this area of the law of attraction. And the quicker that all TIs really start to become conscious co-creators of their reality, then the quicker we'll get out of this mess that they've put us into. It's as simple as that. As soon as we really learn to become conscious co-creators and use this and share this information and really make it the basis of our freedom to change that energetic level, which is the foundational level, before we even start to take action, the quicker we will all overcome these heinous crimes, and it will never happen again, because we will have created it that way. We will have put the safeguards in place by attracting that to the point where it never happens again. So this really is the first step. I also recommend the Science of Getting Rich. That's also a very good one on there. But there are many good books and audio books that I've listed, so please take the time to go through them. At the very basic, please listen to the top two that I've recommended, which is The Secret and Think and Grow Rich, and that will tell you what your style is. Whether you like a more practical book like Think and Grow Rich, or whether you like a more sort of esoteric book, that's a little bit more kind of on the concept fully of the law of attraction, and is not really kind of giving you a more structured approach, but it's kind of giving you more of the concepts of it. So keep listening and using these principles until you've achieved mastery. And once you've gone through the 7 different audiobooks, if you choose to do that, then my recommendation would be to pick your favorite and then just focus on that one audiobook and really master the techniques in that audiobook. You can also buy the book from your local bookstore or order it online, so that you have a physical copy of the audiobook, and that may help you as well when doing some of the exercises within the books. But mastering personal development is the key, and the law of attraction is the most important part of mastering personal development. It's the most important part of personal development. And so to really start to bring this about, this freedom about in the quickest time, we all need to start mastering personal development and mastering ourselves, mastering this thing called personal power, where we are independent, conscious co-creators, that we're taking responsibility for our reality and a responsibility for what we're creating. This is really, really key. We need to really, as TI, start to master ourselves, master the area of personal development, and in particular, master the area of the law of attraction and what we are creating in every single moment. And really accept these concepts and these ideas of the law of attraction, because they will be working whether you are aware of them or not, whether you believe in them or not. So, we've seen enough time that when we're thinking really negatively, that negative events seem to just keep coming into our reality, and we've noticed that we're just in a positive state of mind and we're in the flow, that more good things just keep coming to us. We've seen this many times, and we've seen how when we get up and we in the morning we stub our toe, or when something goes wrong in the morning when we get up first thing, then we notice that bad things will start to happen to us, because something bad has happened to us first thing. Then we start to focus on it, we start to feel negative about it, and then we just attract more negative things. And that's how the law of attraction works. So there are many law of attraction audiobooks, and the ones that I've shared, that are very practical, and not just conceptually based. So this will help a lot of people to put the ideas into practice and make it easy for them. So the main thing I'd like to say is whatever you do, my recommendation would be to pick one book and really focus on that book. After you've done the first two books, The Secret and Think and Grow Rich, pick one of them. But if you want to go through all of them, then after you've done that, then pick the one that is resonating with you the best. And so the next thing I wanted to point out was that the Law of Attraction campaign on the campaigns tab also has some of the biggest barriers towards us even wanting to learn about the law of attraction and to making it work. And I really recommend that you go and read these thoroughly, and especially refer back to them, when challenges occur, because you will get challenges. Your mind will try and give you some excuse and think, I'm not learning this, I don't need to learn that. This is just how we work. We come up with excuses. We're very good at giving ourselves excuses. I'm world class at it myself, so I know how the mind works. We can come across something very good, and yet we can think, oh, I'm going to quit at the first hurdle, or this is not worthwhile, or there's other things I'd rather be doing. We can give ourselves all these excuses. So we should expect that these will come and then be prepared for them. And if we've read, these main reasons and barriers that are stopping us from learning the law of attraction and using it in an effective way, then if we're aware of them, then we can counter these challenges when we come across them. I recommend memorizing these main barriers that you may come across, and then memorizing the techniques and the strategies to overcome that. And that way you're ahead of the game. You're not going to give yourself excuses. You're not going to quit at the first hurdle, or quit at some of the biggest challenges that you may face in trying to use the law of attraction, especially as a TI, because the mind control can be so strong. So it's really, really, really key that you don't believe your mind when it's telling you that this is not worth it. I was just trying to give you some lame excuse to not use it. This stuff works. This stuff is how the universe operates, and so don't believe any crap that the mind control is trying to tell you to take you away from this, because this stuff works. You know, this stuff works every single time. You know, it's a law of the universe. It's just as reliable as dropping the apple on the ground. That force of gravity will take it to the ground. That's a law of the universe. So that's all I really want to say in today's video. Please go back and look at the other video that I've done on the law of attraction, on the prayer campaign before this, which has lots of good information about how to use the law of attraction, many more reasons as to why we should use the law of attraction. Also look at the personal development program, and one of them is about the law of attraction. That's another great video that you can get some good information about the law of attraction. So that's all I really want to say, is please put these down on your to-do lists to learn the law of attraction. You know, you might even put down the name of the audiobook that you want to finish and write that as one of your goals on your to-do list. And then keep listening to the audiobooks, you know, either the basic, you know, 2 that I recommended, The Secret and Think and Grow Rich, and then choose the one you like, or you can listen to them too, and the other additional 7 that I've got on there, and then go and choose your favorite one. You can even just, you know, learn all the different concepts from the different books and just kind of apply them from what you know from the different books. But my recommendation would be to listen to them and then choose one and focus on mastering one. That way you can really achieve that excellence from one book and not get too confused as to slightly different concepts and ideas. So that's the way I would do it personally. But thanks for listening, and just want to say one more time, this really is the key. This really is the key, is learning about how we can manifest using the law of attraction, using our mind, using our emotions to focus on what we want and bring that reality of freedom back to targeted individuals globally. Thank you very much for watching. Please share this video, please like and subscribe, and much love. Thank you.